Hey everybody, it's a video with Mr. Herman today. We got another one. We're going to be doing some fraction reviews all week. So we're going to be adding the first day, subtracting Tuesday, Wednesday is multiplication, Thursday is division, and then we'll review them all on Friday. Just try to get your fraction practice up to par. We are not using calculators for any of this, so I expect to see work. So your work should be on a separate sheet of paper when you show your work, and then I'll know that you did it. You want to upload the separate sheet of paper and the at the same time, you also want to upload your the actual answer sheet, the sheet here with your answers on it. So I'll show you how to do it. Let's do a couple to start. So these are just like the puzzle part at the top. Those are your answers. So what we're going to do is start with this first one down here. I'm going to use a piece of paper like this. I'm going to zoom in. Notice what it says to decode the answers of these questions. You have to do the exercises below, which are these exercises here, of course. Then you're going to find your answer in the code. Each time the answer appears in the code, write the letter of that exercise above it. So keep working, you'll discover what you get from each one. It's like a little joke page. You know, these are kind of corny. I rarely do them in class once in a while. Sometimes when a sub is there, and you know I'm not a real fan of these, but they're good for practice, and your answers, it's like you check your own answers kind of as you're going. So let's do a couple together. So on your work page, you'll put like D, like this, for the first one. And you'll write 2/3 plus negative 1/4. Remember, I always talked about keeping that negative on top, right? Not on the side. It's not good on the side, put it on top. Now we have different denominators and we have to add these. We'll sort of subtract them, but you'll see that in a minute. So we need a common denominator for 3 and 4. Remember, 3 and 4 are relatively prime. They share no factors. So we're going to go ahead and multiply these two together. You can always multiply the two numbers to get a common denominator. But it won't be the lowest one. You'll have to reduce it more at the end. So that will work, just so you know. If you want, we can try the next one that way, and I'll show you how you can do it that way. So 3 times 4 is 12, which means our new denominator for both these is 12. I'm going to make like a template. Remember in class I did this way back. This is back before Christmas. It's been a while. It's a long time since we've done this, but that's why we're practicing it now. So you can see the negatives there, the lines there, the thing. So when I say 4 times what is 12? It's 3. So you multiply the top by 3 also to keep it equivalent. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Over here, 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is 12. So 4 times 2 is 8. Now you're just going to combine them. 8 plus negative 3. That's like 8 minus 3. And 8 minus 3 is 5. 5/12. No need to reduce. That's super awesome. So now let's go to 5/12 on top. And we're going to put a D wherever we see 5/12 on top. So let's kind of look up there and see what that is. 5/12. You'll probably see it before me. You always do in class. 5/12. 5/12. I see one here. So this is one here. So we'll put like a D right there. There's probably more than one, though. You're probably seeing it, screaming it. It's a video right now like I'm an idiot, but... Oh, here's one. D. You might have seen another one I didn't see, so you can fill that one in when you see it. That's all I see. All right, let's go ahead and do the next one. Now, the next one, the lowest common denominator is not 10 times 6, but if you want to make this a little easier on yourself, some of you would probably rather just multiply them, and that's fine. So let's take 10 times 6 is 60. So let's copy the problem down first. W... Negative 9 over 10 plus negative 1 over 6. So 10 times 6 is 60. So we're going to put like this. Notice I'm copying down the negatives also. Now we're going to say 10 times what is 60? It's 6. So 6 times negative 9 is negative 54. See, the numbers are bigger if you don't use the smallest possible number. 30 would have been the least common denominator for those two, so let's go ahead and go to there. There we go. So we got 6 times 10 and 10, negative 10. So then you're going to add these two and you get negative 64 over 60, which we can divide. Let's start dividing by 2 first. Sorry. Divide by 2. And that'll give us negative 32 over 30, which we can divide by 2 again. Maybe something bigger. I think 2 might be it. Divide by 2 again. And that will give us negative 16 over 15, which we know is negative 1 and 1/15. So now we're looking at negative 1 and 1/15 for W. So let's look up here. Negative 1 and 1/15 for W. There's probably not a lot of W's, huh? Here's one. You might see another one, and you're welcome to put it in. You're supposed to get an answer to this, of course. And of course, so when you take your picture of your page, take your picture of your work page or pages, you might have 2 of them, and then the top of this. I don't need the bottom of this page. Let's zoom out. I don't need the bottom of this page, but I would definitely want the top with this double cross part on it so I know which day it's for with the date. So good luck, have fun. Let me know if you don't get one of the answers and I can help you out, okay? Have a good time. Bye-bye.